The Canadian card collector here, and welcome back to day 192 of your daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the Vogue Pro playing cards from CardCutz. So, no further ado, take a look, see what we get. Here we have the Vogue Pro playing cards in the standard glossy finish tuck box. You got Vogue Pro just down here in that little yellow rectangle. Then you got a kind of like artsy kind of style tuck box. First of all, we got the little people there with the blue bodies, and then got no faces, but they got like their hair and like a facial feature. So this guy got the mustache, and she got the lips, and they're in red and white shirts. And then for the rest of the talk box, you kind of got like some kind of like mosaic art, kind of like style, kind of like art there. And then you got different colors like yellow, red, blue, white, and the black. And then on the side, it kind of like wraps around a little bit to this side, but then on this side, as you can see, like the guy's like head kind of wraps around, and then you see a bunch of red there, and it wraps around, and it connects to her hair, and then you got more like blue characters there, and then this girl has the red hair, he's the black hair, and they both have glasses, and they both have another facial feature. So he has the lips once again, and he has a beard, and he has like a floral kind of shirt on. She has a yellow tank top. And you got more of that pattern there in the back, with some little more shapes in it. And on the bottom, it says designed by Adrian Venezuela, and then produced and distributed by CardCutz in Perth, Australia, made in the USA. So I got confused when I first read this, but they're based in Australia, but they got the cards made by the United States Playing Card Company. And then you got the little CardCutz logo there. And that's the tuck box. On the top, you just got that pattern, and in your tuck flap, you just got that pattern that kind of like goes up and makes more of a big circle design there. On the inner tuck flaps, you just got more of that design that kind of like drifts over there. Take the cards out of the box. On the inside of the tuck box, it's just plain white. Nothing too crazy going on inside there. Now that we took a look at the tuck box, now take a look at the cards. First, we start with the back design. Here we have that back design with more of that kind of like art style, kind of like funky design there. It says Vogue Pro playing cards there on either side. And you got more like just random kind of like shapes there in different colors. You got the yellow, the blue, the black, and the white. Kind of little colorway there. Yeah, and you got some more shapes within some of those little other shapes. Some like triangles and squiggly lines and circles. And this is a mirrored back design with the standard white border and a slightly skinnier white border. But it is a mirrored back design, so you can flip it over, and it's the same design in both directions. Now for the cards you get with the deck, here we have the first Joker, which has a similar kind of design of the back design there. Kind of similar like state shape, but slightly different image there. And at the bottom it says Joker, and it says this is one of the Jokers. The other one is over there. And then we got the second Joker, which is the same design, just like a mirrored. It's mirrored. So like the yellow and white circles on the right, and this side is on the left. So it's just a mirror design. And then down here it says Joker. This is the other Joker. The other one is over there. So they got little words at the bottom. So two almost identical, but slightly different Jokers there. Then we got a little fully inked card there, which is like a dark blue with the CardCutz logo right in the middle. So a slight little ad card. Then we got a little Vogue Pro kind of little ad card design there with the yellow fully inked background. Then we got on to the custom Ace of Spades. You got the big spade there in the middle. And then you got Vogue Pro there right in the middle. And then it has the same kind of like style as the back design. And then for the spades there, it's in a light blue colorway. And there was slightly like custom spade design there. So slightly custom. Because they got a more pointy like top to it. And they're in that light blue colorway. Then we get to the core cards, Jack, Queen, and King of Spades. And for this, it's kind of like a split design. So one side, as you can see, you got red, and one side's blue for the Jack of Spades. And then it also reads out Jack of Spades there in different colors. So this side has the white, and this side has the black. And then you got the blue character again, the male character for the Jack. And there's no facial features. So simplistic kind of style. So you just got the hair and the beard, and then the shirt. And then the other side, the shirt's kind of a different color there. They're more simplistic. And that goes throughout the rest of the court cards. As you can see, you got the half and half. So the queen has the yellow with the blue, and then the king has the blue and the red once again. And they have no faces, just like the facial features and the hair and stuff like that. Same with the king, queen, and same with the king. The court cards, Jack, Queen, and King of Diamonds. They're pretty simplistic. It's the same as the spades there, except for the King of Diamonds has a floral shirt, and those slightly have. These were more simplistic. Oh, I guess no. I guess they had sweaters and okay, so they all have different types of shirts on there, and then still have the half and half colorway design with the little Jack of Diamonds there and the Queen of Diamonds. So they're written out there, and then for the rest of and for the diamonds here, you got that red colorway with a slightly custom diamond design there. Then we got the clubs there in that blue colorway, the light blue colorway once again. Then you got those fully custom yet still simplistic looking court cards there with the no facial features and the blue characters there once again. And then you got the blue clubs there. And then you got the Jack, Queen, and King of Hearts. The same thing, the blue characters with the no faces, and then a half and half color design for each side there, and the written out like suit there. And then you got the rest of the hearts here, which is in that red colorway with a slightly custom heart design. And now that we looked at the cards, time to test the handling. And first we'll start with the springs. And just based off that first spring, these feel really bendy. So you got that nice smooth feeling spring there. Oh, nice smooth spring. The cards are slightly slippery. As you can see, they're sliding in my hands a little bit. Or more flying out of my hands because I'm springing them. And the cards are nice and they got a nice bend to them. So they're definitely a crushed stock. There's no stiffness to them at all. They're like super easy to bend. They almost bend too much, almost. They're almost too bendy for my liking. Because they bend like so easy. Like I can almost bend this in half. That's how bendy they are. But the springs are pretty nice. They might not be like 100% smooth, but they're still like pretty smooth feeling. And still slippery like I said. But now we'll just move on to the fans. And with the back design being this way, you can get like a second kind of fan. If you were to fan it this way, you get blue fan, and we'll go reverse fan. But the way I fan it, you get the red and the yellow. If I, no, I was gonna say if I flip it over, it'll still be the same. Well, as you can see, they spread nice and evenly. You can see most of the pips and numbers, and they're pretty like there's no stickiness or clumpiness to them, and they're pretty consistent overall. Now time for the Pharaoh. Nice smooth Pharaoh there, and they interlocked and weaved flawlessly. Now for the giant fan of the back design. Now for that reverse Pharaoh. The reverse Pharaoh wasn't as smooth. I kind of had to slightly slide and push them together, just because of the way they're cut. And they're interlocked and weaved fair, like a nice, not flawlessly or anything, but still pretty nice there. There's a few little gaps. Now for the giant fan of the faces. Now time for the riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. And I gotta say, these cards are definitely like a thin stock because they're like super bendy. Yep, the cards are still slippery. So it's an average deck review because in most deck reviews that I do, in some way a card's gonna go flying at some point. Well, the bridge shovels and riffle shovels feel decent. Nothing crazy special to note about the riffle shovels here. But they still work pretty normally there. So, not a bad riffle shuffle or bridge shuffle. They're pretty decently smooth. Nothing crazy, like I said. Now time for the packet cuts. Well, the packet cuts are pretty decently smooth. They didn't really feel like they're going to slide on my hands too much. Except for when I just tried to do this worm. It's a 50-50 if I get the worm to work correctly. Like, sometimes I can get it to work. Depends on how slippery the cards are. Because I can get, like, it's like a 50-50 because sometimes they won't slide on my hands and sometimes they don't. Yeah, like, these cards are a little bit slippery. So, the worm's not going to work right now. But now time for the one-handed cut or surely a cut. Now for the dribble. Well, the dribble's feeling pretty nice and smooth. The dribble does fine. No issues with the dribbles. Now for that spread fan. And lastly, spread the cards on the table. Well, I gotta say, it's a unique style of deck of cards here. Not too bad. You got that nice artistic style kind of back design there. And then you got the face cards here, which I like the little change up from like the standard colors like the black and red kind of colorway for the suits. You got a blue and red colorway this time, which is a little more different. And a nice change up. And you got the kind of, you got the fully custom court cards there with the simplistic kind of little design there. Which like the, not as many details, which is nice. I kind of like the little simplistic court cards. So not a overall bad design there. It's a more simplistic design there. And for the handling, they handle pretty smoothly. I found no real issues, except for the cards. I really like a thinner stock. So if you're a fan of thin stocks, then this is a deck you should definitely pick up, because it's definitely a thin stock. If I can like easily bend the cards almost in half when springing them. But for every other thing, they're pretty smooth. The cards they tend to be a little bit slippery, so they could slide out of your hands at any moment. You just gotta be careful of that. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. And this has been day 192 of a daily deck review. This has been the Vouge Pro playing cards from CardCutz. And I'm the Canadian Card Collector, signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.